Salutations, everybody. Welcome back to more Pickup Playtest here on the TTromPlaysGames channel. It has been a little bit since the last installment, but I'm back. We are slowly but surely still creeping towards 50 episodes of this show. My goodness. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around this long. It's time for, a little bit of PlayStation 1 action today. Rayman 2, The Great Escape. I have promised more Rayman on this show for quite some time, and hopefully this will be a lot better of a game than Rayman, that one GBA one I had on a while back. It was called Hoodlum's Revenge, I want to say. Wasn't the best game ever, wasn't the worst, but, you know, I felt like I could have done Rayman more justice on this show, so here we are. This is actually going to be a unique episode of Pickup Playtest because I have played Rayman 2 quite a bit on N64, but I just recently found the PS1 version. I haven't played this version at all, except for a little bit of tweaking with the settings and stuff, so this should be pretty cool. Let's hit New Game and actually see how this first little bit, here at the beginning of Rayman 2, differs from the N64 version, if at all. I can already tell that the music is a little different, which is pretty cool. And this intro seems slightly different, too. So let's see.
Look what the pirates have done to our world.
Whoa, there's voice acting. I skipped this while I was tweaking settings.
And pain, haunted by evil.
There was no voice acting in the N64 version, so we're already off to
Teeming with fierce monsters.
a cool start. That's really cool.
Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you.
Dun dun dun.
They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves.
This is definitely an entirely new intro. In the N64 version, they basically just did this entire intro while just sort of moving the camera across the ocean waves and stuff. It was actually not as dynamic as this. This shows the caves and the ships flying around and stuff. Yeah, this is actually a way cooler intro than in the N64 version, so already hats off to this version for making it super intense. I know I'm talking over it, but, that's really cool. Also, the voiceover just said there's 800 lums of power and stuff. I'm pretty sure there was 1,000 in different versions, so maybe it differs depending on what version you play. That is very peculiar. I wonder if that's true. Somebody who knows, if you're a Rayman 2 expert, because this game... Did she just call him Rayman? Come on, his name's not Rayman. This isn't Everybody Loves Rayman. It's Rayman. That's kind of funny, though. Yeah, you know how people like to joke about how Resident Evil 4 is ported to, everything but the kitchen toaster? And believe me, it is. I know. It's... That joke exists for a reason or whatever, but Rayman 2 has a lot of ports too, y'all. It's got N64, PS1, PS2. That's a different version, though, I think, because it's Rayman 2 Revolution, but it's also even on DS and 3DS, I think, as well. Rayman 2 is everywhere. It's on a lot of different systems, so... But it's okay, because it's got, a lot... It's got a lot of stuff going for it.
My friend! Are you okay, Rayman?
This voice acting is fantastic.
Not really. I feel weak and my powers have disappeared. You know, Globox, I think this might be the end.
No, not the end. I have a gift.
Not the end. Globox bring good gift from Lee.
Lee the fairy?
It's great. If you have just watched versions with voice acting, I implore you to watch the Nintendo 64 version, because they use a gibberish language. They use a gibberish language in replace of the actual voice acting and stuff. It's kind of funny, actually, but it's kind of cool hearing English.
Let's go see Lee. She'll give me all my powers back.
This is so cool. Wow. Awesome. It's very trippy. Like I said, I'm very used to the N64 version where they have gibberish instead of English, And an intro that's a lot less interesting than that. This is a really cool start. I am very impressed. From a technical standpoint, it makes sense that the PS1 would be capable of things like voice acting and more dynamic intros because of its, you know, CD-ROM tech and all that. But, like, still, just seeing it in general is a really cool, strong first impression in terms of me trying this version versus the one on Nintendo 64. And in true Rayman 2 fashion, as you make your escape, Glowbox gets separated from you and he knocks you off the ship and you land in the first forested area of the game. And you know, the loading times aren't even that bad for, you know, CD-based games, so not bad at all. And honestly, the music is really good too. Just like, it might even be like slightly enhanced CD quality audio and stuff, you know, just... It might be unfair making these kinds of comparisons because, you know, we're dealing with a CD-based game versus a cartridge-based N64 version, you know, but like, still, it's pretty noticeable that improvements and stuff can be made and stuff. To shoot, press square, and jump, press X. Right about now, a character named Murphy would have showed up in the version I have played, so maybe he's been replaced by those stones and stuff that just sort of said my tutorial there. That's very crazy. So I can tilt the camera using these buttons. Okay, cool. Is this level even the same as this layout does not look familiar at all. That's crazy. So I go down here now instead. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. Who is gather a lot of yellow lums? That is just a lum. They give you access to new places. That's crazy. Is this like an entirely new version of the level? The architecture and stuff. I'm kind of being blown away right now. You guys are watching a genuine experience, like a genuine first, you know, reaction from me on this episode of Pickup Playtest, because, like, yeah, this is crazy. Point the camera, hold L1 and R1 for look mode. There we go. That's crazy. Yeah, this is not the exact same layout as the version I've played, that's for sure. So, wow, it's almost like you get to experience a whole new game if you play this version after playing something else. That's nuts. Okay, it's because it's kind of similar. I do remember the Glowbox babies being on the opposite side of this area because you need to helicopter hair over there. It teaches you helicopter hair. I think there's a lum behind this waterfall. No, there's not. See, there might have been in the previous version that I played. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It keeps me on my toes. I never quite know what's going to happen in this version now, so that's pretty cool. I guess, you know, since there are so many different ways to play this game, feel free to let me know in the comments or on Twitter, like, what kind of experience with Rayman 2 you have. What was your favorite one? What was your first one? What was your only one? Let me know.
Say we were separated and,
Poor Glowbox kids.
don't worry, kids. I'll bring your father back. But first, I gotta go and find Lee. She likes to hang out around here. Have you seen her?
That was a nice pause.
I've got to set her free.
Yes, Rayman, you've got to set her free. This voice acting, though, I'm totally not used to it. But it does add a whole bunch of extra character. Did I miss... I mean, there's only 10 lums in this initial area. I mean, goodness. I'm kind of hoping I didn't miss any. That would be embarrassing. Nope, there's the last couple. Alright, cool. Cool. You know, I was kind of thinking, like, in the back of my head, this would be a cool LP for the future, but now I'm thinking it might be an even cooler LP than I once thought, because I could, like, take a look at all the, differences and stuff. I was wondering what the teensies would sound like.
Don't listen to him. I'm the king of the teensies. But
Especially since this is the infamous cutscene where they fight about who's the real king and stuff.
Who's the king?
It's me.
Me! Me!
Stop!
You know what's funny? I just mentioned that they use gibberish instead of English in N64 version. When Rayman screams "stop" just there, that was one of the times where English is actually used. So they made it. They switched to English, I guess, for random moments of emphasis. Stop.
To find her, you'll need to go to the Hall of Doors. The hall is a magic place. It leads to many other worlds. Only we, the teensies, know how to get there.
They're through the portals. It's not that hard.
I see that you have them. Prepare yourself for a great journey.
And then there's the portal, and then we're off to the Hall of Doors, and that's like basically your hub. I think in Rayman 2 Revolution, it becomes an actual interactable hub. You can run around in and stuff, like it's an actual level. Don't know if that's in this version, but I guess we're about to find out. That's a nice loading screen. Save completed. Okay, cool. The Clearing. It's got a different name in the wood. I think it's called the Woods of Light in different ones. Wow, this is just crazy. The Fairy Glade. 60 lums, 4 somethings. What am I looking at? And then 2 fairies. What are these that I'm looking at? I thought they were just cages and lums to collect. That's nifty. Well, yeah, let's continue. Like I says, feel free to let me know in the comments what your experience is with Rayman 2 in general. Are you one of the people that's even played Rayman 2 for Game Boy Color? You know, the 2D one that was released for, like I said, it's for Game Boy Color. You know, it stinks. I didn't have the fortuitiveness back when I was a kid to know that eventually I was going to become a game collector. Otherwise, I would have held on to that version. But I'm pretty sure young me sold it a long time ago, so I guess I'll have to hunt it down again. I still have the OG Rayman on Game Boy Color, which might make for an interesting episode of Pickup Playtest in the future, but yeah, they actually did do a Rayman 2 on GBC. I don't think it has much to do with the locales in the console versions of this game, but yeah, it definitely exists. Man, this is crazy. This is bringing back all kinds of memories because this was one of the first huge 3D platformers that I played as a kid. Like, this was like, you know, I had my N64 when I was pretty young, so, you know, this was the first one, you know. I was used to playing, you know, games with 3D and stuff in them, sure, but, like, not as big of worlds and levels and stuff like in this game. Like, Super Mario 64 was a little bit more contained than this and stuff. This was one of my very first, like, large open 3D world games that I was exploring and stuff when I was young. Okay, so we've rescued a fairy who gave us a little bit of health back. That's cool. That's, you know, all of them were just kind of like cages in the another version that I played, and sometimes they would explode into lums and stuff, but never like a health healing fairy. That's pretty cool. And there's the red lums that give you health as well. There's the green lum that acts as a checkpoint. So that stuff is all the same. Oh man. Terrible, like, oil pollution and stuff in the water. Just not great. Grab the green lums. If you die, you'll reappear when you last took one. Yep. Right away, we're dealing with oil in the water, which I don't think... Again, I don't think this happened this early in previous times that I've played this. How many times have I said that? It's only like, whatever, like 14, 15 minutes into the video, and I'm already just being like, that didn't happen before, that didn't happen before. So cool, man. It's very few times do you get to, you know, kids don't really get to, like, experience things for this the same way again after you like watch a movie as a kid, read a book as a kid, play a game as a kid. That's your first and your only first time experiencing that for the first time, you know? But here, I'm almost getting to, like, experience Rayman 2 again, like, for the first time, because of the fact that I'm seeing this, seeing it as a different version, and different things are happening. The level architecture is slightly different and stuff, and things like that. So, like, while it feels familiar, that was an actual enemy from Rayman 1. The little evil running ball things. I don't think that ever showed up in anything I've ever played Rayman 2-wise ever. See? It's crazy. Crazy cool that you're seeing things differently. It is genuinely like I get to experience this game again with fresh eyes. That does not happen every day, and it genuinely excites me. What a cool way. What a cool, you know, vibe to have on this show. I don't think any game yet on Pickup Playtest has given me this sort of a vibe. It's really cool. I want to see if I can get that. Oh, I can get that cage too, right? Jump. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Awesome. Oh wait, the healing fairy. Thank you. That's a lot of health I have, actually. Like, there's health upgrades and stuff in the N64 version and stuff, but I don't think that's required here. I'm pretty sure you just get one giant fat health bar. It's a little low right now, but that's fine. Obviously, you can just try to collect your health to try to boost it back up, which shouldn't be too hard, right? But alright, we got that cage heading up the tree. Now we can land here, I guess, right? Cool. Checkpoint. So cool. Whoa, and now we're doing a slide section already. Whoa. That was kind of short. I missed a couple of lums. Bummer. Good thing I'm not going for 100% or anything. This is just a, you know, a play test, as it were. Speaking of, like, picking up and playtesting and stuff, this is a show I've been doing for quite some time. If y'all are interested in retro gaming and stuff in general, I recommend checking out some of the other episodes I've done. I've been retro game collecting for about 4 years now. It all started during my wife and my honeymoon, and it's been going strong ever since. I show photographs and stuff of my hauls and stuff that we get from retro game stores quite often on my Twitter there. So if you want to drop me a follow there at the left side of the screen there, it's TTrom_actual. I post stuff there. I also post stuff on my relatively new Instagram account. You can find me, my public Instagram is at TTromPlaysGames, same as here on YouTube. So I post stuff there too. I actually have like 80 followers or something there now. Even though it's still like I've only had that account for probably like a month or so. So yeah, thanks for following me there. This area feels familiar. Yeah, this is like the toxic river under here and stuff. There we go. Oh, I guess my health is a slightly smaller. It just seemed like I saw a huge bar there while the fairy was healing me. But then again, maybe that's just telling me that every single time I free a fairy, I get a little more health, like in total for my bar. That wouldn't be surprising. Ow. Oh, come on. I was nowhere near that keg. Hitboxes, am I right? What on earth was that, dude? Come on. Alright. We can do better than that. Ugh. By the way, currently at the time of recording, oh no! Grab on. Thanks. Joshua Let's Plays is leaving comments as he goes, watching my KO, the Kangaroo, Round 2 Let's Play. Shoutouts to Joshua Let's Plays. Super awesome channel. You should check that out. Let's help him grow even more. Like about 120 or so subscribers last I checked. Really cool channel. If you like my content, you'll probably like him too. So check out Joshua Let's Plays. Target. Okay, so hold down the R2 button like this. Yeah, and then I can like target him and stuff, so I can sidestep his shots. There we go. Our first pirate battle was a complete and total success. Yes. Awesome. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot. The KO of the Kangaroo Round 2 Let's Play reminds me that, like, back while that was going on, I made a lot of comparisons to Rayman 2. There was a lot of things that were similar. There was even, like, straight-up level designs that seemed I don't want to say rip off, that seems a little mean, but like ripped off kind of from this game. There's a level in this game called the Precipice where you try to escape a ship shooting at you while water or something is rising. There was a very similar situation in KO where there was like lava rising and stuff at one point. So like certain things feel like they were like ripped wholesale from this game, but I feel like the devs welcome the comparison because I'm pretty sure they have the devs have shouted out the Rayman series on their Twitter and stuff before, so I'm pretty sure they're well aware that people know that KO plays similarly to Rayman, and the devs do enjoy themselves a good Rayman game, so I'm pretty sure the devs welcome the comparison and know full well that they enjoy the series and they're open about it, which is pretty cool. And hey, if we're not going to get another like mainline Rayman series and game, and who knows how long, like the last mainline one we had was what? Legends? And that originally came out in like 2013. So, hey man, if we're not going to get Rayman stuff anytime soon, KO can fill that gap, as far as I'm concerned. There's enough that makes KO feel different too, so it's not like it's just like Rayman 2.0, but like, even if it was, I'd rather have more games that play like it than less, you know what I'm saying? Because this is good stuff. Hey, look, it's Lee. Where do we stand to initiate the cutscene? Because we have to like deactivate that machine that's keeping her... Oh, there isn't a cutscene, I guess. It says, free me, Rayman. Find the machine and destroy it. So this is the part where we have to throw kegs at the giant machine, if I'm not mistaken. Another cage here. I think these cage locations are all different, too. Throw it up, press X, throw it forward, press square. Got it. So what you gotta do, there will be bombs that show up every now and then, like this. You gotta throw it up, and then punch, punch, punch. And that way you can destroy the bomb without letting the bomb destroy your keg. These are my hot tips for the beginning of Rayman 2, since I've played this game a gajillion times on different systems. So yeah, then you target these X's there. Get the bomb. Boom, 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 get the bomb. I almost didn't. It's pretty cool. Graphically speaking, it's really cool. For PS1 standards. Audio speaking, the music is great. It's slightly different from the N64, so I'm expecting some nostalgic tunes, but at the same time, hearing a different version is not bad at all. So, I'm all for it. Right, all we need is one more. I was afraid my shot wasn't going to home in. There we go. Alright, this ought to do it. This ought to do it. There we go. Yeah, this is literally like one of my most recent, and most recent I mean literally like the last trip I made to a retro store, I was able to find this game. I was quite excited about it. I'm like, ooh, I want to see, I want to be able to compare this to my childhood experience with this game on a different console. And so far it's kind of blowing my mind. It's just really cool to be able to re-experience this. Glad I decided to show this off, especially if y'all haven't even heard of this game. If you're into 3D platformers, definitely check this one out. Instant classic.
At last. I was afraid Glowbox had failed.
No, Glowbox totally didn't fail.
The silver lump, but we got separated. I need to find him and get rid of the pirates. But to do that, I'll need all of my powers.
I'm too weak to give you back all your powers. The pirates broke the heart of the world into 800 lums. And combining the energy has become...
Yeah, totally used to be 1,000 in the different version that I played, so... There's actually just less lums, probably because all of the worlds are designed differently, so there's, I guess, not as much real estate to cover lums in, maybe.
He could help you defeat the pirates. Unfortunately, he has been secluded for many years. But there is a legend which says he could be awakened if you reunite the four masks.
So the four masks is still the same type of thing.
These masks are magical and very powerful. They are hidden in secret and mysterious places. Find them before the pirates do. This is our last chance.
So that's what you have to do. Like every boss, I think, is guarding the masks, and then as you progress through the game and beat bosses, you'll get the masks, and all 4 of them are required to wake Polycus and finish the game.
Silver Lum, I'll have a new power.
It's true.
Yahoo!
She can't give you all your powers back, but she can give you some.
Grab onto the purple lungs. Good luck, Rayman.
So this is a... she still calls us Rayman. Glowbox called us Rayman. At least he knows. Lee says Rayman. That's throwing me off. In like the best way possible. It's just funny. So now we climb back up here and we can grapple to the purple lums. And then we can swing. Whee! So let's test it out. If we can get off the freaking net, there we go. Alright, yeah, so let go with X. But we can like slide over here and swing over here, get the lums, all that good stuff. And jump! It's really fun to use those. Those make a return. Those are from Rayman 1 as well, but they're just kind of more like ring-like in Rayman 1. They're not like mentioned as lums, I suppose, but I pressed L2 instead of R2 to target for a second there. That was like why I like turned around while firing. I thought I was doing it correctly, but I wasn't. All right. Break the cage. And it's a teensy. All right. Is that the end of the level already? I guess so. We still get to do the celebratory dances and stuff. You know what? Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, because I remember being blown away by the length of the Fairy Glade when I was a kid, because there was so much more to it that, yeah, we're already on to the next... Wow, we're already on to the next level. I totally... That's just so bizarre to me. The Fairy Glade is so much shorter in this version. And we're already on to, I'm assuming, the Swamps of Forgetfulness. Maybe? What is this? What kind of... What is this?
Did you guys figure it out? Are you the real king?
We're a little more organized now.
Wait. It's this cutscene already? What? I'm so confused.
There's a small problem. The pirates are also looking for the masks.
To stop you, they've closed access to the first mask. But if you have 50 lums, we can open the door for you.
Did I collect enough?
You've collected enough lums to pass through.
Excellent. That's so weird, because there was a lum cutoff in the game that in the version that I played before, but it was way like it took like 2 or 3 levels to get there, and then they asked you if you had enough lums.
Guards?
Is this like the Sanctuary of Water and Ice already?
Polycus ordered them to eliminate all intruders. You ought to defeat them and grab hold of all the masks.
One last thing. Remember to collect lots of lums.
Well, yeah, that just goes without saying.
We'll only let you through if you bring us 150.
That's so crazy, man. I thought we were going to the swamps for a second. Oh, wait, we are. Okay, so I guess there's just more checkpoints where they ask for lums. Because, yeah, I had to go to here in, like, the N64 version, I had to go to the Fairy Glade, the marshes, the bayou, and then finally the Sanctuary of Water and Ice was the first checkpoint where you needed a certain amount of lums. This one happens right away, which is kind of crazy, but... Anyway, Marshes of Awakening. Yeah, I guess I am going to the swamps after all. This is a fun little level where, if it plays the same, you actually get to kind of go, like, water skiing. So, we'll finish the Pickup Playtest episode here with a little bit of scooting across the swamp, yeah, because apparently I am having trouble... Oh my goodness, what am I even saying anymore? Hey, there's Murphy. Good to see you, bud. Scooting across. Anyway. Let's climb over here and Yeah, so Slippery Sam, the snake, should be in this cage right here. Actually, yeah, he'll be voice acted now, too, so I'll get to hear what his voice actor sounds like.
How can I ever thank you?
Forget it, Sam.
I forgot how good it feels to stretch out. Sensational.
Tell me, do you
He nails it. He nails this performance. 10 out of 10. Oscar material.
Sorry, Rayman, I don't know what you're talking about. But I did see Glowbox get captured by 2 pirates. They took him somewhere out beyond the marshes. If you like, I can help you get over to the other side.
I would appreciate that very much, Sam.
By shooting at it. Then press cross to jump.
Oh, this is one of those PS1 games that refers to X as cross. Interesting. For a time, I feel like they want that Sony kind of intended for X to be referred to as cross, but that sort of fell to the wayside as time went on, didn't it? Alright, now we can use these rocks as like ramps and stuff. Oh, we're missing stuff. There's the zombie chickens. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like, definitely look up this game if you have no idea. Like, there's zombie chickens, and like this game is just crazy in the best possible way. It's like I said, if you are a 3D platformer enthusiast and you haven't tried this at all, I'm honored that this is your first exposure to it, because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other YouTubers that are doing it better justice than me. But yeah, this is just a real awesome adventure, and I'm glad I was finally able to show off a Rayman game in my collection that wasn't as awkward as the only other one I've done on Pickup Playtest so far, which was, like I said, Hoodlum's Revenge for Game Boy Advance. Yeah, this one is just so much better in like every way possible. That isn't to say Hoodlum's Revenge was terrible, but no, it ain't no Rayman 2. That's for sure. Alright, so that's only the first section of water skiing. Let's see how bad I can screw this up. Who wants to laugh at my skills? Oh dear! Or lack thereof. Jump to the bridge. There's a bunch of them up there. Nope, missed. Oh well. Here comes some bombs! Oh, there was a lum back there. Slow down, Sam. You gotta give me a second chance. Jump to get these ones. Oh, there's a few of them. There's a few. Just a few. Yep. Oh. I wasn't even expecting to get that one near the ship or whatever. That's pretty cool. Whoa. Piranha. Whoa. And that's it. This is the scene where he gets real sad and like, oh, you're going to leave already?
So long. Come and see me again if you can.
I promise I will.
I will miss you, my friend.
All of 2 minutes we've been hanging out. I will miss you, my friend. I will shed a tear for you. How dramatic. Anyway. And there we go, a teensy. So, that was it. Again, both the Fairy Glade takes so much longer in the N64 version. I would still be playing the Fairy Glade in that version right now. Like, there's so much more to it. But I guess in the PS1 version, they had a chance to say, you know what, that level had way too much fluff, so let's go ahead and like maybe some parts of that were used in future levels in this version to sort of like be like, look, that's only the second area of the game. We don't want to intimidate new players right off the bat like that, you know? And this is probably the Bayou. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's like it's different, but like the layout of the levels and stuff is still similar and stuff, but yeah, this is just, you know, an entirely new experience. It might be, you know, it might be Rayman 2, but if you started off with the N64 version like I did, it's an entirely new experience. And if you want to see this game through fresh eyes, I don't know, take it from me and my reactions in this video, I would recommend playing this version if you want to see Rayman 2 with a fresh coat of paint.
You'll pay for that, soldier.
You'll pay for that, soldier! These voice actors. Ah, that's the voice of Razorbeard, the main enemy.
Made it to the swamp.
What? You incompetent imbecile. Send the warship and destroy him. He mustn't get his grubby hands on the 4 masks.
And then he just eats a red lum. I think in the N64 version, he actually eats a yellow lum, which brings the total in the game from 1,000 to 999. Feel free to just virtually, like, through your computer or through your phone, smack me for making as many comparisons to the N64 version as I did in this episode, but I can't help it. Everything is different. Okay, not everything, but man, this is just a trip and a half to see the differences. Man. So yeah, like I do with all my episodes of Pickup Playtest, I like to invite discussion and stuff, so like more of Rayman 2 specifically, please feel free, but also just Rayman in general. What's your experience with this series? Are there different Rayman games you are curious about? I have quite a few in my collection. Let me know about ones you've played. Maybe they'll get featured in a future episode here on Pickup Playtest in general, or maybe even as a full Let's Play. I wouldn't rule this out as a full Let's Play down the line, because wow, this has been quite a trip. But yeah, let me know what you're thinking Rayman-wise. Cool series. I don't think it gets enough recognition. Ever since the Rabbids took over, Ubisoft stopped kind of paying attention to him too, but, you know, for what it's worth, for like, in the 90s, and, like, up until about, like, you know, 2013 or so, like I said, when Legends came out, Rayman, there's hardly a bad Rayman game. You know, just platformer enthusiasts for both 2D and 3D were given plenty of really solidly crafted games with this series, so, you know, feel free to check them out if you are looking for more platforming goodness in your day, because, you know, Rayman was done justice by the devs. I won't lie. All the games are competently made and a real hoot to play. Even nowadays, they stand the test of time pretty darn well. And if you're looking for a more modern take on the series, they're still, like I said, Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends are still not particularly that old. Legends, actually, now that I think about it, 2013 is almost 10 years ago now, isn't it? Ugh, I'm old. But yeah, those are some of the more recent ones, and they are still very good by today's standards. So, I think even on like Steam and other platforms, they go on sale pretty often, so you can probably get it for cheap, and it's a damn good game, especially if you can get it on sale, so yeah. But alright, I think that's pretty much going to do it. I have been playing for almost 40 minutes now. I can get lost in this for probably a good while longer. But this is Pickup Playtest, which is just a show where I play the first little bit of games and sort of, you know, well, playtest them. And I'm glad I chose this because this was a different type of episode overall. I'm not used to, you know, games being this different from other versions of it that I've played, so being able to react to this on the fly was a lot of fun. Even though it led to a lot of comparisons and a lot of sentences that started with, in the N64 version, this happened. In the N64 version, that happened. So I'm sorry if that got a little annoying. But I don't know. It just begs the comparison, I guess, in my mind. Really cool. Oh, dear. This is those enemies that you can, like, try to lure off the edge. If you do this and then jump, and then they all fall. Haha. It's fun. Anyway. Real cool stuff. It was really fun to compare. And playing this all the way through could definitely, like I've said, basically offer you a completely new experience if you've already seen this through one system. I think it might even... I'm remembering even more ports. I think this game might have even been on Dreamcast. This game was just everywhere, y'all. So, there might be differences in all of them. Like, it'd be crazy. There's probably YouTube videos that have delved into all the differences, and I probably should watch some of those, but, like, yeah, like, wow. Rayman 2 is everywhere. Just like I said, like, Resident Evil 4 is everywhere. So, it's another one of those games that got around. And, it was worth it, because it seems like it got a fresh coat of paint on a lot of these versions, so that's pretty cool. Had a lot of fun with this. And if y'all enjoyed what you watched in this episode, please feel free to subscribe for more. I have a growing playlist here of Pickup Playtest episodes. I am actually yeah, like I said, slowly but surely getting up to 50 episodes. It's been crazy. Crazy fun. Thanks to everybody who's been tuning into this series for so long now. I thought I missed that platform, but I didn't. So I'm happy about that. Cool. Get out of here. Iron frog thing. Just want to run past you. There we go. What was that? Oh, I'm supposed to... There's probably a gate that I... Yeah. It's gonna close, yeah. Well, now I can't finish the video until I get past that door. That's just mocking me. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun picking up and playtesting since, like, July of last year. The series has gone on strong, and I can't wait to continue it to 50 episodes and beyond. And, yeah, if you're into retro gaming, or if you're into just, like, longer LPs, I've got longer LPs on this channel as well. Currently, as the time of recording, I'm playing Koromon, which is like a Pokemon-like game. And I'm also playing Yoshi's Woolly World with my wife. Come on, Lum. There we go. And is this going to be end level? Sure, perfect. What a way to finish it. Sounds good to me. Let's dance with the teensy. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. All right, cool. And then let's exit. Cool. So yeah, I'm a goofy YouTuber who has an awesome audience of friends that I just cannot thank enough. And I have so many followers on Twitter now. Just thanks everybody for welcoming me into such an awesome community. Everybody who supports me, chats with me, comments on my videos and stuff. Y'all are amazing. Thanks everybody for making this so worth it. I'm sorry there was a hiatus in episodes of Pickup Playtest, but there was truly a hiatus on multiple fronts. Especially because of the fact that I had to, I went on vacation, and then I had to house sit for some family. Ooh, Whale Bay happens way later in the N64 version, too, so it's kind of cool to see it here, too. See, just there I go again, making comparisons, which is, wow. That's so crazy. The level order is different. Man, that's so cool. I'm glad I was able to play this for y'all and just react on the fly to how everything is different. It's crazy. But yeah, thanks everybody for literally everything. I'm so excited that I'm finally able to record again. My power came back. Did I mention that too? Yeah, I went on a vacation, then then I went on house sitting duty, and then I came back and the power went out because storms blew through. Yeah, but the power's back, obviously, since I'm recording. So I'm happy about that. Good stuff, y'all. I'm blabbering now, so I'm going to end the video. We'll see you in the next episode, and really we'll see you in the next upload here on the TTromPlaysGames YouTube channel. If you're inclined to stick around, I appreciate it. But either way, thanks for giving this goofy YouTuber even just a moment of your time. Until next upload, take care of yourselves, y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.